Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me here once again after what seems like an awfully long time here in Transport Fever 2, the Island Hub series. And it's the very first video that I'm recording of this brand new year, 2023 or 2023, however you like to say it. And first off, of course, I really should wish every one of you a very happy new year and hope it is a year you're looking forward to, full of good stuff for you, your family and friends. And perhaps a bit better than the last year was. Yeah, manic, wasn't it? Anyway, yes. So, what are we going to do in today? We are going to be doing a couple of things. Let's get the UI back on so I can actually see what's going on. We're following up the last train we created, we commissioned, going to nowhere here. Oh, there's already loads of people there waiting to pick that train up. It's got a 72 capacity, 112 waiting at that end. What about the Ajaxpost end in our central hub? Ajaxpost, 30 people. We definitely need another train on there. There is only the one. It's only been running 7 months, so obviously it has yet to make a profit, but I'm sure it will do in due course. What else do we want to do? A couple of things, I think. In fact, following on from adding that new train, I've been meaning to do this for a little while, and I think I'm going to have my first stab at it, and that is rejig my depots for the train stations. We've already got the sort of organised depots here feeding into the freight hub, Ajaxpost Epic MMX, the multimodal exchange. Could do the same here around Ajaxpost. We have got 2 depots already, as you will remember if you've seen any of the series so far. But what happens here, of course, is that the trains coming out of here, their first stop is their distance stop, like in this one all the way up to nowhere here. So they take their way up there and then come back again. I think it might be more sensible if the trains, when they're first commissioned, actually start at the hub here. I think that makes more sense to me. We might well leave one or two of them in place. One of them. There's only 2 of them now. We might leave one of them in place to do that. But I think what I'd like to do is have the depots running into Ajaxpost first. Now I was thinking I could put them here, like we have done with the freight hub. But I'm thinking what I might do actually is have them running from here, from the freight hub, the sort of industrial centre of our hub city, and have the new trains running out of here and then into Ajaxpost from round here somewhere. I think that should work. We do need still to do some tinkering with our cargo routes, including, I'm hoping, getting some cargo into, where's Port Moresby? Port Moresby down here. We do actually now have cargo planes available. When we first put the airports in place, we only had those very tiny aeroplanes available to us, carrying all of 3 people each. But the line is making money, which is fine. I'm happy with that. Well, it's the only way they can get to Ajaxpost, to Port Moresby. Well, the only way they can get between the 2 towns, to be honest. So they have to use the aeroplanes. But I think we'd like Port Moresby to do a bit more growing. It's already in a nice incline there. But to keep that growth going, we want to deliver some cargo here. We could do tools, but I think my tools system is a little bit... It's not... I need to tinker with it a bit more because we've got a lot of tool demands going on the main island. Well, in fact, we have demand going for combat as well. But I'm thinking we do have some spare capacity up here in DMBN Foo. That's here. Yeah, our combat production. Yeah, it's producing 320, 330 combat per cycle. We've still got some room for growth there. So if we add another demand point to that, then we should actually make full use of that factory, and we can take the combat from there in addition to the main combat plant over here in Fukushima. That's it here, which is running full pelt, sending a lot to Fukushima, also to Ajaxpost and to a couple of other towns, the names of which I have forgotten. There's one down here, I'm sure. Yeah, Chengdu. Oh, and also Kyiv. Is Kyiv getting combat? Not yet, probably. So there's lots of demand here for the combat, so I think we'll send combat to Port Moresby, so we'll get some cargo flights going. And I also want to set up a brand new cargo route. So it should be a fairly busy episode. I want to get machines going. Which means I need steel. And we've got a nice sort of area here for producing steel. We've got the coal, we've got the iron ore, and a steel foundry there. We've got 2 or 3 of the mines of each type here. So that's a nice setup there for the raw materials to create the steel. But the only places actually producing machines are on this southern island here. Actually, no, this is the northern island. I keep forgetting the map's this way around. So these are the only factories producing machines. I do have the sandbox mod installed. So if I've got the money and I'm feeling the inclination or the need, I can actually build a new machines factory anywhere I like. But I think it might be nice to try and use these. We've actually got a steel foundry here. Ooh. Then we've got logs. We just need the planks, and we've got a sawmill there. But I'm thinking, well, okay, well that's I think stage 2. I think for this episode we might just leave it at getting this steel network working, and I've lost it. There you are. This one here might get that working. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is create a new link for my train depot. We're going to create a new depot along here, feed it into Ajaxpost, which will probably mean some more messing about with all the points and signals I've got here. Oh, I do get lost when I try and do this. We'll see how good a job I can do of it. So, okay, I will build that now. So I will hand over to the soundtrack and the speed building section, and I will join you on the other side of this in just a couple of minutes, really, more or less, I think, to do this. And we'll build that new depot, and I'll see you all again in a moment. Well, I think that depot should work for at least half of the hub station here, Ajaxpost Maxima. We will have to find a way of getting track across to the depot track across to this. What's that? That's the northern half of the station. I'll think on that and get that done. But I think for the time being, to get a new train onto the Ajaxpost to Erewhon station route, then we can use this track here. I have made the depot electrified. because we should be getting electric trains soon enough. So that's just to make sure that I've got a depot which can supply them. I think you can upgrade the depots to electric, but I don't want to run the risk of having to delete them and rebuild them. Anyway, let's have a quick look. What's that train we've got running on that route? I just want to get you across, actually, don't I? Now, if I tell it to clone that train, it'll probably take it from this depot here and send it straight out to Erewhon, but I don't. I want it to start off in Ajaxpost. So we're going to see if we can use this depot here to buy a vehicle. It's going to be a steam locomotive. No, we haven't got any electrics yet. So which one is it? It is the Russian Class S. So if I type in Russian, oh, there's the Class S. Add you, and the wagons are the OH84. Right, OH8. No, you're a passenger wagon. Okay, the OH400. That's both of you then, isn't it? And you would, okay. Probably you. So 24 by 3 is 72. Yeah, I reckon it is. So if we add... Yep, that's it. Oh, I've run out of money. Now my loan is down to 15 million. So I've got 15 million I can take out. Well, not anymore, I haven't. So I could take out 15 if I need to, which is fine. So that's you. Okay, now this is the trick. Can I put it on that route? Yes. And here you come. Once I get a good and sustainable high bank balance, I will tidy up some of this landscaping mess that I've created. So we'll reform some of this so it's slightly more attractive. I will probably want some signals on here to prevent my depot trains getting in the way of everything else. So actually if I put one there. So I think that's why that train is stopped at that junction. It could be for some other reason, but we will find out in a moment. Are you? No, you're going. That's fine. And you're going ahead. That is lovely. Okay. Now, do I need to do anything here for the... I don't think I need to do anything for the creation of extra con mat here. We do have stone stored. And the supply line for the stone is currently running at 444. Yeah, yes, I think we've got enough vehicles there. They are boats, so they're a little bit slow, but we should be okay, I think. Again, I can tinker with that if need be. But the main thing we need to do is add in cargo support to our two airports here. Okay. I think we can do this, so hopefully. So if I configure you, we want a cargo terminal. And I can put you there. I could put you right at the end, couldn't I? Actually, I'll put... How big is the passenger terminal? You are there, so I need the cargo to go there, don't I? I think. Which should leave... to be honest, I really do not expect we'll want another passenger terminal here, but just in case something really truly bizarre happens, we'll do that. Should we see if we can paint that while I'm here? This is going to be asphalt. What sort of colour do we reckon it was? Was it that? Brush size, not quite that big. No, the lighter one. Probably that. Can I rotate you a bit so you're a bit more on square? No, you're not that, are you? Maybe that one. Oh, now Baghdad accepts combat. Oh, heck. Right. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Okay, that will do for the time being. Okay. We're going to need to add a cargo terminal to the Ajaxpost airport, which is up here. Okay, this might be more difficult. Oh, I've got these trucks running in and out. Okay. Nope, that I can't. Oh, heck. Right, we're going to have to cut this road in here, aren't we? So it's no streets I do want. It's country road. Which type of road are you? Yeah, you're the standard 25 mile an hour. That's fine. Okay, so if I cut you into there, actually that should be all. Oh, of course we've got the passenger stop there, haven't we? For the passengers coming up to the airport from the city centre. Yeah, let's delete that and put a new one in. A new one. What do you look like? You could do with turning around. Actually, no. Let's put in a proper bus stop. I think. Do we have something that could work as a proper bus stop? You will do, I think. And we just want on the. Is that on the right? That's on the right hand side, I think, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right. So how do I need to configure you? Let's get you lined up more with the. Okay, so I need you to go there, basically. Can I turn you around a bit like that? I think so. Okay, and we want some streets to connect you up. We might as well make this town street to make it look a bit more attractive. Ooh, I'm not sure I like that. No, that curve's awful. Can we? No. Keep it straight then. There you go. You're going in there. And are you actually replacing that bus stop I took away? Yes, you are. Excellent. Do I want them turning around in there? We'll let them do that for the time being. Okay, which means I should now be able to remove that and that and that. Actually, let's get rid of that. I don't like that. If I move you to there, that looks better, I think. So let's reconfigure. No, not that. I want to reconfigure the airport. We want a cargo terminal. That cost me 2 million. And we're running. If need be, I'll. No. Nope. Gonna mess this right up. Take a bit of a curve going in, like so. I think. How does that affect the lines? The lines are good. The lines are good. That's okay. So can I put my cargo depot down? I think that's space enough. Yes, I think. But I need more money. You always need more money. There we go. And the cargo building. There you are. We'll paint that again just to make it look a little bit prettier. What's the standard rate? Oh, well, take that. There we go. And off that side as well. I might attempt to make that look prettier. But yeah, as you know, I'm not a great one for detailing, unfortunately, but yeah, we'll let that pass for the time being. Okay, we need a new route from... actually, let's rename these terminals. So, Ajaxpost Airport, or... No, don't... That's it. What I want is that one. That's it. And we'll call this one Ajaxpost Air Freight, obviously. Yes. Ajaxpost Air Freight Services. That's good. So now I don't get confused when I create routes. I know exactly which. I should do the same for Port Moresby, shouldn't I, as well, actually? So I don't get confused. I mean, if they were totally separate airports, there wouldn't be an issue, but they're not. So Port Moresby air cargo, that will do nicely. Okay, we'll start our route from here, I suppose. It doesn't really matter, does it, where you start it from? Oh, that's a nice bricky colour, isn't it? So from the air cargo to wherever that airport is. It's not, there it is. To air freight services. Excellent. And we'll call this, we'll call it Ajaxpost Moresby Air Freight. What's that line there? Going nowhere. Obviously create that by mistake. Remove that. Okay, so we're going to need some cargo planes. Now these carry 8 whole units of stuff, which is excellent. So we'll put, I'm going to need another 3 million. That will do. Oh, 25 million in loan already. But then the game is paused at the moment, so I'm not making any money. But then again, I'm not losing it either. Okay, and all you guys can go on to the air freight line, which I'll now configure to, do I want it to wait? Yeah, we will, but not very long, just 40 seconds. We'll see what that does. Here they come. Oh, they are magnificent. Oh heck, look at all these people waiting. I've got 66 people waiting for planes that only carry 3 at a time. Oh, that's ridiculous. You're going to Port Moresby. Where are you going? You're going to Port Moresby. Is any of you going to come and wait here, please? Actually, that's fine, because the freight delivery systems won't know that there is cargo going to Port Moresby yet. So by the time they get back, hopefully there'll be some bricks or something here to pick up. Okay, right, so for the final part, I think, of this video today, we're going to set up a route here to create steel. Now these are very close together, so it could be done by trucks, I suppose, but I think we'll do it by train. Yeah, I think definitely we'll use small trains for this. And as I say, once I've got this done, then we can then start thinking about where we want to use that steel in terms of creating machines or goods or whatever. Actually, we've got, ooh, we could create plastic and goods over here, feeding into. Oh, I like this. Maybe we'll maybe we'll forget about Port Moresby in terms of machines. Actually, no, Port Moresby doesn't want machines. It wants tools, doesn't it? Yeah, it's somewhere else up here that wants machines, like Surat and Turpan and the like. Okay, right. So once again, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to roll forward a couple more months, just to get a bit more money in the bank balance. And then I will step into a speed build section and hand over to a soundtrack, and another couple of minutes or so, and I will rejoin you once we've got our little new freight set up here to create steel. See you in a couple of minutes time. So we have moved on about 4 months or so, but before I actually get into the speed build thing, I just wanted to make a note of something I realised I needed to do. I had realised this before I started the recording, but you know, once I start talking, I tend to forget stuff. In the hope of getting bricks combat into the cargo airline, to the freight line here, the air freight line, I wanted to add a second train onto the DMBN Fu line. There was only one train bringing the bricks down from that to that construction materials plant, so I put another one on there, which cost me about 4 or 5 million or so to do that. So, which is why it's taken me a couple more months than I expected to get to a point where I'm confident I've got more than enough money to build this little new freight route. However, I'm still not seeing any freight here at the airport, but hopefully in a couple of months' time that will turn up. But as you can see, the passenger freight, the passenger numbers is for the passenger route to Port Moresby are doing very nicely indeed. If only these planes were bigger. I'm not sure when the bigger planes will come in. Anyway, I've got nearly 6 million in the bank. My loan is down to 15 million again, so I've got another 15 million to use if I need to. So, as I said, I'll get into the speed build section now. I'll stop talking, hand over to a soundtrack, and I'll join you in another few moments' time. See you then. So here we are, we've now got our 5 stations created. We have 4 routes set up to bring the ore and the coal in, 2 lots of each, which hopefully will produce enough, well, generate enough raw materials to create enough steel for us to use. So let's have a look at what trains we want to put on these lines. Now, they're very short lines, so I don't think we need speed. So I'm thinking 40 miles an hour would be quite adequate. We do have these gondolas which can go up to 50. I'm not sure we need that. So that carries 12. There's one here. This one carries 13, which I think might do. I think, yeah, the other ones aren't that much smaller. Okay, so we'll stick a few of these on. That gives us 65. Yeah, let's take 65 for the moment. So what locomotives do we have which go around 40 and can carry all those wagons? So if we sort these by speed, I think... What have we got here? You got 30, 37, 40. Ooh, we've got these new Japanese ones. I do wish I could read Japanese, or if the game would, my English game would translate these, presumably Japanese characters. That looks quite powerful. 640. It is. It's reason. Yes, 2.5 million. What about you? You're not quite so powerful, and you're a good deal less expensive. Okay, you're 1904. You're a more modern train, aren't you? The JNR 9600. You. Okay, all right. Well, let's see if I put you on there. Well, you're still a good performance. Yeah, these trains, just different colours, they're the same capability. Okay, so if we put another of these wagons on there... Now let's leave it like that for the moment. I'll add more wagons if I need to, but I do clearly need more money. What we'll do, buy 4 of them. Keep them exactly the same. So that's going to cost me just over 15 million. Yeah, I did need all that money after all, didn't I? If I hold shift down, that brings more in. Okay, that should be enough, I think. Where's my depot? 4 of those. Done. Okay, so the first one can go on to Coal North. You can go on Coal West. Let's get the game running. Or East. And finally, or West. And here they come. Bursting out of the depot. And the stations are already collecting material. Apart from that one. You are... Oh, yes it is. You are now. Excellent. I mean, the trains are quite short at the moment, aren't they? I mean, I could have made this split platforms and had less sort of width to the station, but I think that'll do nicely. Right, I do need to edit these lines, don't I, actually? Oh, we might need bigger trains. Okay, so we'll make that load, and we'll just wait for something like that, see if that works. And I'll do the same for all the others. Right, so that's that done. Ooh. Yeah, we might need bigger trains. Everyone now... Oh, everyone wants bricks. Every town is developing. This is scary. Okay, finally, before we wrap the episode... Oh, yes! We have combat waiting to be taken. We have 1 combat waiting to be taken to Port Moresby. That's probably our very first one. Excellent. So what I'm going to do here, I think, is say thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of the Island Hub series of Transport Fever 2. If you've enjoyed this, it'll be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Even better if you've got anything to say, perhaps that line ought to wait as well, actually. Did I not put that on there? I did. Only 40 seconds. Okay. We'll make it a bit longer. The trouble is, because I've only got one runway, I don't know if that might impact all the planes coming in, because there's lots of planes coming into these stations now. Anyway, yes, as I was about to say, a like would be great. Just click on the old thumbs uppy button. Even better, if you've got any comments about what I'm doing with the game or the game itself, any suggestions or names for anything, like stations or industries or whatever, then please do. Just drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. Other than that, of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But as we wait for our first freight delivery to take off from the Ajaxpost freight hub towards the Port Moresby airport, I'll say farewell, and I'll see you in the next one. So from me, Ajaxpost, until the next time, bye bye for now.